If you guys are looking to buy or sell any of your coins on FIFA 23 Ultimate Team, go ahead and check out u4gm.com for a reliable spot to do so using code ELYTE, ELYYT, for 5% off your order. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. My name is Sean, aka Elite, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today, we are still in Rule Breakers Team 2, and we will be for another 5 days, but we've already got confirmation on what is coming on Friday, and it's going to be a promo that we've never seen before called Out of Position. And that's exciting because this Kyle Walker right here is one of the best cards in the game. I can't even imagine how good it would be if they made him maybe a winger or maybe made him a center back, which he can actually play in real life, but his card this year for some reason doesn't have an alternate position of a center back. I'm not sure if they did that because he would be too good at center back or what, but he can't play center back. So I can only assume they're saving it so that he can get this out of position center back card this Friday. Now that's obviously just speculation, but here is the card that we're expecting on Friday. And that is the design, a nice little kind of like graffiti font to it in the background. It says FUT. It's one of the cooler card designs that we've seen in FIFA history. But here's the thing. We've already seen 21, I believe, and it's still counting. It goes up almost every single day. 21 different card designs in FIFA 23 Ultimate Team. 21 of them. And we are less than a month into the full release of the game. We're only about 3 weeks into the full release of the game. We've already got 21 different card types, which is pretty insane. And that's also not even counting the player of the month cards from different leagues. I'm not even throwing that in there. I'm literally just throwing in the common, like, different card types. I'm not even throwing in player of the month. So there's literally more than 21 of them. In FIFA 15 alone, the entire year, they had 18 total. That includes bronze inform, silver inform, gold common, bronze common, all of that. So is it a problem that EA continue to drop different types of cards, different color cards, every single week into the game, every couple of days into the game? Or are you guys totally okay with that? Because on the plus side, they're bringing out content. They're bringing out new cards. They're bringing out stuff for us to do. On the downside, if you leave this game for a couple of days and you come back, you're already behind because of how many times they drop a new card into the game. And I found myself in that position a couple of times during FIFA 22. There was a couple of times, once after Team of the Year and then once after, sometime in like April, where I took like a week or two where I wasn't really active on the game. And I came back and I had no clue what was going on. I had no idea how these cards worked. I had no clue even how to get started. And it makes me worry that a lot of casuals, if they do not keep up with the game, they're going to get on Ultimate Team and they're going to get shied away. They're going to be like, okay, I have no idea what's going on. Why is this card, that card, what is this? And they're going to get very confused because I've been somebody who's playing this game for over a decade now. And even I get confused with how many new cards they continue to add. So that is just another promo that we're going to see before November even comes. But the bad news about this out of position promo, despite the fact that I think it's going to be awesome, is that we're not going to end up seeing any Scream or Halloween promo because, well, that would be the last week of October. That promo would drop a few days before Halloween, which is normally when you would start to see Scream promo. Maybe you could, say we would have seen it on Friday a couple days ago. Sure. But this basically confirms it. We're not getting a Scream promo, which was one of the more fun promos that we've seen in previous years. And I'm definitely going to miss the promos like the Scream promo. Maybe I like it so much just because it was one of the newer promos. It came out at the beginning of the year, which is definitely an advantage. Maybe I liked it because of that, but I always did like the Scream promos, and I'm kind of disappointed that they've done away with them. Nonetheless, guys, I've been keeping an eye on these new Rule Breaker Team 2 cards. Maxence Lacroix is 78,000 coins right now, which is obviously less than probably what you've seen him in the last day since he came out, because it's going to follow the exact same trend as Rule Breaker Team One, which is these cards come out on Friday, and there might be an opportunity to invest on Friday and sell into Friday night. There normally is. And then on Saturday, maybe a little less of an opportunity, but you could still make some profit. But overall, they drop, and they're going to keep dropping until Sunday. If we actually take a look at some of these rule breaker cards from last week, we can kind of get an idea on when do these cards start to rise, or if they do at all. So let's go ahead and take a look at Calvin Phillips. He's been one of the cards that have been doing the best out of all of the rule breaker cards. 107,000 coins on his card. And as you can see, he was 111K on day one, and then he dropped, and then he dropped, and he actually continued to drop all the way to Thursday. He did not really have much of a rise on any day whatsoever. He kind of plateaued on Monday, Tuesday, and on Thursday was his low point, and then after he went out of packs, he's gone up pretty substantially. He's gone all the way up to 107,000 coins, which is great because that's what we've seen from Ones to Watch. That's what we've seen from RTTK, is after they go out of packs, they go up in price. But that's not the case for all of them. Edin Dzeko was a card that was 239K, dropped a ton on the next day. On Saturday, dropped a ton more. On Sunday, started to drop less and less each day, but still going down. And then he went out of packs, and he did actually rise a little bit, but not enough to make any profit. And then he went right back down, and now he's at 137,000 coins. So he didn't do well out of packs, but Calvin Phillips did. So it tells us that there are a select few cards that are going to do well out of packs, and there's a select few that aren't going to do very well out of packs. And when it comes down to it, I think the biggest thing that we've got to look for is affordability rather than value as much, right? We looked at value for RTTKs. We looked at value for Ones to Watch. Valverde, great value at 460K when we were investing in him. And he went all the way up to, he's almost at 800,000 coins now, which is insane, right? Huge value on that card. For a lot of these big guys, we're seeing so many new cards introduced into the game, so many new SBCs that are affordable and cheap, that these gold cards are going down in price. And not only the gold cards, but previous cards that people had in their team. Well, if they're going to drop a Lorenzo Insigne that is almost free and is to a lot of people because they can literally get him with players that they've already got in their club, well, they're going to grab that Insigne, they're going to put him in their team, and then they're going to go ahead and take out whatever they have at left wing. It might be a promo card, it might be a gold card, and they're just going to list it on the market, which is why we continue to see these cards drop in price. So let's make sure that if we're investing out of packs, we're going with a card that probably goes along with some complementary links or has really good affordability. Calvin Phillips is a center mid. It's very affordable, less than 100K at the price people were investing for. Very, very affordable. It was a card that everybody was talking about. It was predictable that card would go up out of packs. But I would have also said the same thing about Dzeko. I would have said, yeah, out of packs, he should do all right. Not so much. So we've got to definitely be very careful as we go into this out of packs promotion. And depending on how good this out of packs promotion, we could see somewhat of a market drop on that Friday, even for cards that aren't in packs. But what I will tell you is that if these cards are really good, if they drop something tradable in terms of SBCs, if they drop really good promo packs like 100Ks or 50Ks or something like that, which they have begun to do. They have dropped a couple 50Ks. In fact, today they dropped a 50K plus pack, which basically just gives you an extra rare card and some non-rare golds, but it entices people to get on the store. It entices people to start spending FIFA points and adding to the market, which is only going to hit supply and drop the prices of cards. Something you guys may have seen when I was looking at the squad building challenges is that they continue to drop these position modifier upgrades. And these position modifier upgrades are literally just submitting a bronze card in your club to get a position modifier. Now, this guy, Bird, is probably going for 200 coins on the market and probably not even selling for that. But if I submit that, I get myself an untradeable position modifier card that I can add to my club. And now that card worth over 1,000 coins is in my club for free. And I can do that 5 different times, which means that the demand for these position modifiers has gone down. It's gone down a lot. And I think people are really just ignoring the consumable aspect of trading, and I think you should get in on it because right now these cards are going for about 1,000, maybe 1,100 coins right now. And if you can get these cards for less than 1,000 coins, you're almost guaranteed to make bank. Now, when I say bank, these cards consistently get back up to 1,400 and 1,500 coins. In fact, you can list these cards for 1,400, 1,500, even up to 2,000 coins, and people will buy them as lazy buyers. Consumables are the most common cards that get lazy bought other than SBC players. So people will lazy buy these position modifiers because when they need one, they literally just search the first page of the market and they buy the cheapest one that they see. And oftentimes there's a bunch of expensive ones and then boom, one that's 1,500. It looks cheap, but it's not the cheapest on the market and you just made coins off of a lazy buyer. And the best thing about these investments is that you can buy an unlimited amount of them depending on how many coins you have, right? So I've got 2.1 million coins, which means that I could buy for 1,000 coins, 2,100 of them, and just send them to the club. I don't have to go unassigned. I don't have to use any glitch or trick or anything. Consumables, you can literally go unlimited into your club, which makes it very easy to store these cards, and then you can just wait till they go up in price. And if you do the math on a card that's going for, let's say I got them all for 1,000 coins, like that I just said in my hypothetical, 1,000 coins, and then I sold them all for 1,500 on average, and then I times that by 0.95 because of tax, and then I go ahead and take the difference. It's 425 coin profit per card, and I did that to 2,000 cards, which means that I make 850,000 coins on that investment if position change cards go from 1,000 to 1,500 coins. Now, it's a very likely thing, especially if they stop dropping these position modifier upgrades. EA are definitely afraid of these position modifier upgrades going to be too expensive, and that's why they continue to drop them. In fact, I know a lot of people were concerned that they were going to be extinct at the beginning of the year, and I think they've handled it very, very well. I think they've handled the situation by dropping these and making it so that the demand for these position modifiers isn't absolutely insane. It's smart. It definitely is. It's a good idea, but there's bound to be a time where they stop dropping these cards or these SBCs for, a few days, and just a few days is all it's going to take for that card to go from 1,000 coins to, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500. And that's all we need. So I really do like that as an investment. If you can get it for 1,000 coins or less, you're really not risking too much. You might have to be a little bit patient, wait a couple of days, but as I showed you guys by the math, the payoff is worth it. We went 11-8 this week, and let me tell you guys, FUT Champs, it's not worth the pain. It really isn't. I do not know why I put myself through this again this week after last week when I broke my controller into a billion pieces. Well, you know what? Now that I see this screen, it's making it a little bit better. 3-player picks, an ultimate pack, a premium team of the week pack, a 50K pack, a nice little 30K coins. All right, now I'm feeling a little bit better. Let's see if we can get something decent out of these player picks. Last week, we really didn't get anything, and to be honest, we're just looking for Neymar. There's not too many good cards out of these player picks this week. It's kind of a crappy team of the week. Hopefully we can get Neymar. That's really the only one that I'm looking for. Jonathan David, I actually got him pretty early on last year as a special card. 5-star weak foot. Terrier's only 3-star, 3-star. I'm going to go Jonathan David over Terrier. All right, come on. Hook me up with that Brazilian. Let's see it. Marcus Thuram. Or actually, I feel like I'm more likely to use Reinildo because he can play center back as well. Is Thuram? Yeah, 3-star, 3-star is not good enough. We'll take Reinildo. He can play center back. That's pretty decent stats for a center back. Very average picks. I mean, nothing special. That's just like it happened last week, guys. But we've got some really, really big packs to open here, and I'm definitely going to be saving my Team of the Week pack because unless we pack Neymar, no reason to open that. Let's start with our 50K pack. 12 items, all gold, all rare. Hook me up. Neuer. Crap. So you guys might be wondering, why are you not reacting to the lines? Why are you not reacting to the lines on the bottom? It's because I don't know them. I haven't looked into it. I don't know if it goes left or if it goes right or if it's shiny or any of that. I have no idea at all how it works. No clue whatsoever. Now, I was going to make a video on it and teach you guys, but I was like, you know what? I just want to keep it a secret all year. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to keep it a secret the entire year. I'm not going to know what I'm going to get in my packs until I see that number. So that'll make it more exciting for me. So when we open up this ultimate pack and it ends up being somebody absolutely crappy, I'll still think that it's good. Brazil. Dang it. It's going to be Carvalho. All right, well, it's, 10,000 coins that I can quick sell for. Anything else, though? Wow, that's a terrible pack. Wow, that's a terrible pack. Yeah, Foot Champ's absolutely not worth it. I am so disappointed in that. Drop a like for just a little bit of sympathy at this point. After further review, I'm opening this pack now. There's like 6 cards that I could get that are 20K and above. I'm going to take the risk on Neymar. Next week's team of the week is, probably going to be a little bit better, but I'm just going to be impatient. Really, there's no good reason that I'm doing this. I'm opening the pack. Screw it. Give me Neymar. Oh my God, it's the same frickin' guy. Not that I'm surprised, but... And now I want to take a minute to talk about something that might be maybe the most important thing I've ever said on my YouTube channel. Thousands of videos. This is the one thing that I've never really been able to open up about. I've never been able to make it its own video. That's why I'm not even making it its own video. I'm putting it towards the end of this random FIFA trading video that we upload every day, right? It's something that is really important, though. And I thought this, let's just do it. This is the time to talk about it. About 6-7 years ago, I was diagnosed with an anxiety disorder that existed well before I got it diagnosed. And beforehand, even for a year afterwards, I couldn't really operate as a normal human. I couldn't go to class normally and interact with any students. I couldn't ask questions to the teacher or the professor, or I couldn't really do anything. Instead, I was sitting really scared, always with my hood up, with pain in my chest, just in paranoia. I don't know what I was scared of. I never knew. I don't know now. There was times where I would sit in bed afraid of burglars. I would get up. I would check the lock 7 times. I would make sure it's locked. I would check window locks. I don't know why. I lived in a safe neighborhood. I'd never been through a situation where I did get burglarized. It was not like PTSD or anything. It was just this anxiety that continued to haunt me. And even when I went to restaurants, I couldn't order my own food. I would ask somebody else to. And it was a very tough way to live. It was a very not fun way to live. And it took me a long time to finally get help. It took me a long time to finally go to a counselor. It took me a long time to finally go to a doctor and get medication. But I want to tell you guys this. The earlier you do that, the quicker the road to getting better is. I'm not perfect. I still suffer from anxiety from time to time, but in comparison to what it was back in early 2017, I'm a different person. I'm doing things that I never would have been able to beforehand without me going to this counselor and without me talking and without me, taking this medication and getting this help. I don't know where I'd be right now. I don't know if I'd be right now. So for anybody else that's going through something similar, in regards to mental health, anxiety, or depression, if you're afraid to take that jump, it's okay, because I was there. But I want to offer a lifeline to you guys. So just reach out to me. Just send me a DM and talk. Even if you're afraid to take that first step to going and getting professional help, I at least can talk to you guys as somebody who's been there before, and just do my best to get you on the right path. That's all it is. That's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah.